all know what we call people that write stories. What we call them? Authors. And my brother has drawn the pictures. What would you call a person that draws the pictures? Illustrator. Illustrator. Would you like to see some of my brother's pictures? Yeah. Okay. It's a very silly story, so if some of you are too old for silly, that's fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to set you some homework at the end of this. So I want you to think creative. So this is a story that I've come up with out of my own head. You can do the same, and you could publish your own book. You can do anything. So have a think while I'm telling the story about your own characters and your own ideas, and it might help spark.
This week we had a special guest, author Shoo Rayner, and we interviewed him about his life.
Take two.
So Shoo, who inspired you?
Well, there's one book that really inspired me, which is written by Maurice Sendak. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. And when I found that book, I got transported into another world as I read it. And when I finished the book, I went, this is what I want to do with my life.
Thank you. And who's your favourite author?
Well, Maurice Sendak, I think, is probably still my favourite author. I think he's really good. But now, apart from that, I really love Julia Donaldson, who writes the Buck Ruffalo. Although my favourite book of hers is called Tiddler. And grown-up book. I've just finished a wonderful book by a cartoonist called Posy Simmons, who I think is great, and she kind of does kind of cartoon strips.
What is your favourite book that you have written?
Well, I think that would be The Ginger Ninja, because I am the Ginger Ninja, and I know it's really a story about a little cat, little ginger cat, but it's not really. It's really a story about me. And Ginger gets bullied at school by a big horrid cat called Tiddles. And when I wrote it, I hated Tiddles. I really hated it until I finished the book and I realised that in fact I am Tiddles too. And Ginger and Tiddles are like my two halves. And Ginger's my Mr. Nice and Tiddles my Mr. Nasty when I get a bit angry. And I realised that the two of them kind of are both me, both different sides of me. I tried to make it Ginger all the time and keep Tiddles hidden away because he's horrible.
Thank you. What's your favourite genre, like comedy or romantic?
Well, I don't think I really have a favourite genre now I think about it. I used to like crime, and I would read all the time. I read crime books, and then suddenly one day I thought, I don't want to read this anymore. And like on television as well, all those kind of things like Silent Witness and things like that I used to watch all the time, and I went, I don't want to watch this anymore. And I kind of had my fill of it or something. And so I just kind of read all sorts of stuff. I've been reading a lot of non-fiction recently and philosophy and stuff like that. So I haven't been reading a lot of fiction recently, now I think about it.